From coast to coast, in every state in the Union, the more than 3,000 DeSoto Plymouth dealers of America present Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. And now, here he is, the one, the only...
Groucho! That's me, Groucho Marx. Here I am again with $1,500 for one of our couples tonight, George. Who's first to try for it?
Couple of newlyweds, Groucho, selected by our studio audience just before we went on the air. And here they come now. Come on in, folks.
Welcome, welcome, youngsters, for the DeSoto Plymouth dealers. And if you say the secret word while we're talking, you'll divide $100 between you. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house.
This is Mr. and Mrs. Robert Holzhauer, right?
Right.
Right.
Meet Groucho Marx, folks.
Hello. Glad to know you, sir.
Glad to know you. And, Robert, you're a newlywed, eh?
That's right, sir. We are.
What is this going on here? Fenneman sticks his nose in everything, eh? Don't you wish you could see it?
Yeah, I guess I do. I don't know. Hardly know.
And your name is Arlene?
That's right.
Well, you're a newlywed, too, huh?
Oh, yes.
You're a very pretty girl, you know that?
Thank you.
Did you know that?
Oh, I've heard it, to be honest.
You don't have to be honest with me, you know.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't propose to be honest with you. You know this fellow here?
Yes, that's my husband, Bob.
Answer my question. Do you know him? How old are you, Arlene?
22.
And how old are you, Bob?
I'm 27.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I go to college.
That's the way you make a living? You mean you're on the football team? Are you working, Arlene?
No, I go to college, too.
Oh, you mean you're both on the team, eh? What are you taking in college besides Bob?
I'm taking a major in medicine.
You're taking a major in medicine, eh? Is your husband aware of this?
No, I mean a major, like
Are you taking him for everything he's got, or just...
No, it's the line of study you pursue in order to get your degree.
You pursue the major. Who are you taking in college, Bob? A lieutenant in the wax?
No, I'm studying law.
Oh, well, I don't blame you if she's going to carry on with the first major. At least you'll be able to sue the guy. Let me hear you talk like a lawyer. I mean, give me some shyster talk.
We don't talk shyster, right? I can give you some,
You don't talk shyster talk, eh?
No, we don't talk.
You won't get any of my business, huh?
We have terms such as habeas corpus and nolo contender.
Nola contender. I knew her well, eh?
No, nolo
A
contender.
little Spanish girl. I wonder where she is tonight.
No, nolo contender actually means that there's...
What does it mean?
It means there's no fight, there's no contest.
That's Nola, all right. No fighting Nola. She'd go to any movie I suggested. What advantages are there in being married while you're both still in college?
Well, for one thing, you settle down, you develop a mature approach, and you learn to work together. That's the main thing.
In what way?
Well, we can help each other with the dishes, and then around exam time, we usually brief each other for exams.
I don't see how exchanging briefs can help you. Unless you wear the same size. Now, as soon as you finish school, Bob, are you planning on hanging up your shingle immediately?
Well, I'd like to, but I have to pass the bar.
Well, that's a good place to get shingles. Suppose you were called to defend Arlene in court. Go ahead. Let's see you defend her.
I'd have to know what she was charged with.
Well, I wouldn't know that, eh? Maybe brown celery tonic. How long did you say you've been married?
We've been married now about a month.
Would you say that Bob is a perfect husband, Arlene?
Well, yes, he is.
Suppose he told you he had to stay after school some night, and the next day your best friend told you she saw him dancing to Charleston with a dazzling redhead at Ciro's. What would you say to that?
I'd say that couldn't be my husband.
Why not? He's a man, isn't he?
Yes, but he doesn't dance the Charleston.
Well, he's more of a man than I thought he was. Well, Arlene, I predict your marriage will be a howling success, especially if you ever catch him doing the Charleston with a redhead. Now, in just 1 minute, you're going to play You Bet Your Life for a chance at $1,500. Right now, I want you to pay close attention to Fenneman. Take this out and have it cleaned, huh? Now, let's see if you two will get a chance at the $1,500. Fenneman, explain the rules.
All right, each of our three couples has $20. They bet as much of that 20 as they want on each of 4 questions. The couple that earns the most money gets a chance at the $1,500 DeSoto Plymouth question at the end of the show.
Here we go. Let's see how high I can build you $20. You selected nicknames of states as your category. 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 That's an Indiana category. Where they make all that steel. Here's your first question. How much will you bet of the 20?
How much you want?
I don't know.
Talk right up, kids.
$10, I guess.
Because throughout the United States, there's over 400 people listening to this. Let's see if I still got the same sponsor. I take no chances. Sometimes they switch right in the middle of a show. I had one move out once just as I was welcoming him to the first show. They're tricky, you know. They're slippery as all get out, huh? How much did you say you were betting here? You know,
$10.
you've gotten prettier since I looked at you last time.
Thank you.
How much you going to bet?
$10?
$10. Now, talk right up now. All right. What state is known as the Sunflower State?
Kansas.
Kansas is right.
And your kids are on your way. You have $30.
All right, remember, you're going for $1,500. Now, how much of the 30 will you try?
20?
Let's try.
Talk it up, kids.
25.
Okay.
25. What state is known as the Empire State?
New York.
New York is right.
They're climbing too. They have $55.
All right, you're climbing. You got $55. Here's your third question. How much you going to bet? Here they come. They're on the inside now. They're coming out the side. That's another game, isn't it? How much you going to bet?
50.
50 you going to bet? Have they got that much?
Yes, $55 they
For
have.
land sakes alive. What state is known as the Hoosier State?
Indiana.
Indiana!
And now they have $105.
You have zoomed to the pinnacle of success here. You've got $105. Now, how much you going to bet?
I'll bet 100.
This girl must be of German extraction. She left the pinnacle of How much you betting?
100.
$100. Say, you're really gamblers, huh?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. I'm more nervous than they are.
I'll bet you are.
Just a minute. This is his money. What state is known as the Buckeye State?
Ohio.
Ohio!
And they wind up with a grand total of $205.
Thanks and good luck from the DeSoto Plymouth dealers.
Now, don't you kids go too far away because you may get a chance at the big question later on in the show. Thank you very much. Groucho, our next couple has been off stage.
They have.
So they don't know the secret word is door. Maybe they'll say while they're out here talking to you. We invited some florists to the program tonight, and just before we went
florists?
No, florists.
Oh, florists. I
Fellas-
thought you said forest. Yeah, I wonder how we're going to get some trees in here. Huh?
We... The studio audience selected of these florists that we invited to the show, Mr. Jack Dortonack. His partner is a housewife from the studio audience, Mrs. Mary Futurnick. Come on in here, folks, and meet Groucho Marx, right over here.
Welcome, kiddies, to You Bet Your Life. And if you say the secret word, you'll split $100 between you. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house. Jack Dortonack, huh? What kind of a name is that, Dortonack?
Well, that's French.
Oh, it is, huh?
That's French.
How would you pronounce it over there?
In France, Dortignac.
Dortonack, huh? Well, Dortonack yourself, huh? And Mrs. Mary Futurnick, huh?
That's right.
You mind if I call you Mary?
Oh, no, you can call me anything.
Okay. Well, tell me, Sam, where are you from?
Me, I'm born and raised in Norfolk, Virginia.
Well, why did you come out here, Mary?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a long story, but I'll make it short. My husband...
See that you do, huh?
Yes, sir. My husband worked for 19 years in a fruit market, and the least spied. So his brother-in-law took him here and offered him that he was going to do this and do that, and he didn't do anything for him. So he's working out...
He was going to what?
He was going to do this and do that for him, and he didn't do anything for him. He's kind of wealthy, you know, but talk is cheap. He didn't do anything for him.
Just a bum, huh? Does your husband ever bring you flowers, Mary?
Oh, no, I'm allergic to flowers. I sneeze. I can't stand flowers.
Now, what about the flowers on your hat if you're allergic to flowers?
Well, these are phony. Don't pay no attention to these.
Jack, let's talk about the flower business. Where is your shop? Must be on the main stem, I imagine.
9526 Santa Monica Boulevard.
It isn't on the main stem, man.
No, not on the main stem.
Where is it?
Beverly Hills, 9526 Santa Monica Boulevard.
Oh, that's right up in my neighborhood. How is the flower business?
Picking up.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I was hoping you'd say business was bad so I could say the flower business has gone to pot. I didn't do much better with that than I did with the main stem. Now, let's try it once more. How is the flower business?
Well, it could be better.
Well, I'm sorry to hear your business is going to pot. Now, isn't that better than cheating me out of a joke, huh? You want to try main stem again now and see what we can do with that? Seriously now, how is the flower business?
Picking up.
Oh, no, we're not going to go through that again. How do you keep your flowers fresh? Suppose it's a hot day, what do you do?
Keep them in the icebox.
Don't any of the more fragile types ever freeze?
No,
Why not?
because there isn't any ice in the icebox.
Well, that makes sense. I'm having a nice evening here. Now, what is this nonsense about an icebox?
Well, it really isn't an icebox.
Well, why do you call it an icebox?
Well, it looks like one, that's all.
So does my Aunt Minnie, but we don't call her an icebox. What do you charge for your flowers?
Oh, anywhere from 10 cents a bunch to $35 a dozen.
$35? What kind of flowers are those?
Oh, it's a red lily-shaped flower that it looks like a lily, only it's flat. They're called...
I think it's nice for two people to occasionally frighten each other. What was that, Jack? You pardon me,
They're anthurium.
I was so engrossed in Sam here, I forgot what you were saying. What are the name of these flowers?
Anthurium.
Anthurium?
Anthurium. They're a lily-shaped flower, a red, only they're flat.
It's flat, and so is the customer after he pays for it, huh? What's the most popular flower?
Roses.
Well, why is that, Jack?
Well, I guess because red roses denote love, and yellow roses, jealousy, white roses, purity.
Let's see. Did you know roses were green?
I've never seen any green ones.
Well, I happen to know that roses are green. I see them hanging on our line every Monday. You know, it's comforting to have Mary on the show. She laughs before every joke. Now, Jack, some people raise flowers for a hobby. I've often wondered, what does a florist have for a hobby?
Oh, I don't know. Mine is playing tennis.
Playing tennis, huh?
Yeah.
Do you have a hobby, Mary?
Oh, yes.
What is it, huh?
Well, I tell you, I've been playing a piano by ear since I'm a knee-high and a
Have you
grasshopper.
tried it with your hands?
No, I can hear any piece and just play it by ear, you know.
Really?
Yeah, see? But anyhow, I can really play a piano.
You're musically inclined.
And I love to sing.
What kind of songs do you sing?
Oh, I love blues like Sophie Tucker. You know, that, some of these days.
Some of these days? Do you know some of these days?
Well, I wish you had a piano. I sure love to play it, but I can sing.
Can you sing it without a piano?
Well, I'll see what I can do, but I really love to play it. When I sing, it sounds so...
Unfortunately, we don't have a piano here, but you just tear loose, Mary.
You can get one for $1 down, $1 when you get You want me to sing it?
Yes, I certainly do, but I want you to sing Some of These Days.
Why, some of these days, why you gonna miss me, honey? Some of these days, you know you're gonna feel so lonely.
You know, we had a piano here. Would have left by this time. Anything with 4 legs would have walked out.
You're gonna miss me, honey, when I'm away. And I feel so lonely.
I just wanted to show you that 2 can sing as bad as 1. Yeah, that was beautiful, Mary. From now on, that'll be our song. And Florist, I have only one thing to say to you. Please omit flowers, will you, while we're singing? Now, let's see how well you two make out in the battle for the $1,500. You've got to work together as a team and run your $20 into more than our other couples. I can't tell you how much our first couple won, but Fenneman is going to remind our listeners.
The Newlyweds won $205. I'd say let's play the game, shall we?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Let's see how high I can build you $20. You select the sections of cities of the world. Is that right? Now, you have $20. Here's your first question. How much of the 20 will you try? Talk up, kids.
How much?
$5. All right. In what city do you find the Back Bay region?
Back Bay region. Boston?
Boston is right.
And they're on the way. They have $25.
Remember, you're going for $1,500. Now, how much of the 25 will you try?
I don't know.
$10?
$10? Well, make a decision
Let's
between
make it
you
15.
now.
15.
15, okay. In what city do you find the left bank?
Memphis?
One answer now. I'm sorry, it's Paris. You should have known that. It's a pretty easy question. Yeah?
They now have $10, Groucho.
All right, now you're down to how much?
$10.
$10. Here's your third question. How much will you bet of the 10?
$5.
$5. In what city do you find the Bowery?
New York.
New York is right.
They have $15 now.
I answered that quick before Mary got in there. Here's your last chance to beat the other couples. How much of the 15 will you try?
No, then you'll be out of luck. $10.
$10. Is that all right with you, Jack?
That's all right. I don't know. You're good-natured. Do you want it to be 10?
Oh, sure. That's all right.
Now, in what city do you find Nob Hill?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
And they wind up the grand total of $25.
Thanks and good luck from the DeSoto Plymouth dealers. Fenneman?
Now we'll soon know who's going to get the chance at the big question. Because, you see, at this point, the Newlyweds are leading with $205.
Oh, my dear, they must be smart.
Yes, the secret word is still door, and our other contestants, of course, have been off stage, so they don't know what it is. You can bring them in now, fellas, please. We invited some veterans of the Spanish-American War to the show tonight, and also some American Army draftees of this war. I'd like you now, Groucho, to meet Clyde Black and Roosevelt Gray. Come on in here, fellas, and meet Groucho Marx, please.
Welcome, kids, to You Bet Your Life. And if you say the secret word, you'll divide $100 in cash. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house. A Spanish-American War vet, Clyde Black, huh? And a draftee. You're the draftee. Yes, sir. Clyde Black, aren't you pretty old to be drafted?
I was in the Spanish-American War. Oh.
Which side were you on? Remember?
Both sides.
Both sides, huh? Well, that's safe anyhow, huh? When was that?
1898.
It was 52 years ago. How old are you now?
72.
72. Well, you're a fine-looking man. If I didn't know that you'd been in the Spanish-American War, I'd take you for about 60.
Thank you for the compliment.
It's no compliment. I'm telling you the truth, you know. Roosevelt Gray, huh? How long you been in the Army?
4 months.
4 months? Have you written your memoirs yet?
That's it.
Do you have any particular problems in the Army, Roosevelt?
Well, not so particular, but I don't know where I'm going.
Well, you won't get anything on the rest of us, huh? When you make up your mind, be sure to tell the general, Roosevelt, huh?
Right.
What do you mean you don't know where you're going?
Well, I don't know whether I'm going in the infantry, Corps of Engineer, tanks, airplanes, or what.
I see. Well, here's an old soldier. Perhaps you can profit by his experience. What branch do you suggest, Clyde?
Cavalry.
Isn't it pretty tough to get in the cavalry now? They're not even taking horses, are they? Not even draft horses, huh? They're not even drafting draft horses. What made you decide to enter the Army, Roosevelt?
Well, the draft board.
Now, come now, Roosevelt. It's not that easy. You must know somebody on the draft board. What is your rank in the Army, Roosevelt?
Private.
Well, what is your ambition? What would you like to be?
A civilian.
I'm sorry, but we're all full up, eh? But leave your name at the front office, and if anything turns up, we'll give you a ring, eh? What was your rank in the Army, Clyde?
Look, private.
How long was your training period?
7 months.
And how long is your basic training?
14 weeks.
14 weeks, eh? You mean the boys today accomplish in 14 weeks what it took Clyde 7 months to do?
Well,
Why is that?
I guess because the Army now is more streamlined than it was then.
Are you referring to the wax?
That's into the wax.
How were the wax in your day, Clyde?
No wax.
No wax, huh? How come?
Because no woman was allowed in 40 miles of Army camp.
That's why your training always took a year, I guess. The soldiers were always on maneuvers 40 miles from the camp. Now then, you're going to play You Bet Your Life. You have to beat our other two couples, and you'll get a chance at the $1,500. That's the DeSoto Plymouth big question. I can't tell you how much our other couples won, but Fenneman is off stage to remind our listeners.
The Newlyweds are still ahead with $205.
All right, here we go. Let's see how high I can build you $20. You selected questions on Abraham Lincoln as your category. Now, here's your first question. How much will you bet?
Well,
You're a partner in this, an equal partner, you know.
Well, I'll agree $10.
$10, okay. What was the name of the battlefield where Lincoln made his famous address?
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg is right.
And they're off to a good start. You now have $30.
Remember, you're going for $1,500 tonight. Now, how much of the 30 will you try?
15.
All right,
15.
Roosevelt? Okay, what was the name of the man who assassinated Lincoln?
Booth.
Booth is right.
They're climbing now. They have $45.
All right, you got $45. Here's your third question. How much of the 45 will you bet?
25.
25.
Okay. What was the name of Lincoln's wife?
Nancy Hanks.
One answer between you now. Come to some definite conclusion.
Her maiden name was Nancy Hanks. Nancy Lincoln.
No, I'm sorry. It's Mary Todd Lincoln.
Oh, I thought
Nancy
mother. I
Hanks
beg
was
I
his
didn't.
mother.
We didn't hear that.
That's a shame.
They've dropped to $20 now, Groucho.
Well, you're still in the running. You got $20. Here's your last chance to beat the other couples. How much of the 20 will you go for?
15.
15? Okay, Clyde?
Okay.
All right. Lincoln first gained national prominence as a senatorial candidate from what state?
Illinois.
Illinois.
Illinois is correct.
They wind up with $35. And that means the Newlyweds, with $205, get the chance at the DeSoto Plymouth $1,500 question. And here comes the winning couple, the Newlyweds, all ready for their chance at the $1,500 question, Groucho.
All right, here we go for $1,500. I'll give you 15 seconds to decide on a single answer between you, so think carefully, and please, no help in the audience. Here it is. Ready? History books aren't always accurate. Remember that and tell me, on what hill was the Battle of Bunker Hill actually fought? Talk it over. Talk it over. Take your time. And even if you don't know, guess.
Well, High Hill.
Bunker Hill.
No, I'm sorry. It was Breed's Hill in Boston. So that means the big question next week will be worth $2,000. Well, you lost the big money, but you won $210 in the quiz.
$205.
$205 in the quiz. Congratulations, and thanks to both of you.
Be sure to tune in next week at the same time for the Groucho Marx Show. You Bet Your Life. On television, presented by the more than 3,000 DeSoto Plymouth dealers of America. Don't miss You Bet Your Life on radio every Wednesday night. And remember, all dealers who sell DeSoto also sell Plymouth. Two great cars, both products of the Chrysler Corporation.
Friends, go in to see a DeSoto Plymouth dealer tomorrow. And when you do, tell them Groucho sent you.
This is George Fenneman, signing off with a reminder from the National Safety Council. Traffic control begins at your wheel.